In the heart of a brutal conflict, where every street and shattered building tells a story of resilience and sacrifice, Ukraine is forging a new identity on the battlefield. The devastation is immense, but so is the determination of its people. Amid the ruins, a new chapter in modern warfare is being written. Ukraine is rewriting the rules of war, not just by holding the line, but by adapting, innovating, and taking the fight to the enemy with tools and tactics born from necessity. The Ukrainian military, once reliant on foreign support, now stands as a symbol of self-reliance and ingenuity, preparing for each battle with a blend of courage and cutting-edge technology. Today, the story is no longer just about defense or foreign aid. Ukrainian innovation is taking center stage. Across the country, engineers, scientists, and factory workers are working around the clock, transforming ideas into reality. From underground workshops to high-tech labs, they are designing and building the weapons and defenses that are changing the course of the war. The nation is now deploying its own long-range weapons, signaling a new era of strategic independence. These homegrown systems are not just a response to immediate threats. They are a declaration that Ukraine will shape its own destiny, no longer dependent on the timelines or limitations of foreign suppliers. At the forefront is the Sapsan ballistic missile, now confirmed operational and capable of striking deep behind enemy lines. With a range that puts critical enemy infrastructure within reach, Sapsan is a game-changer, giving Ukraine the ability to disrupt supply lines, command centers, and logistics far from the front. Ukrainian engineers are also rolling out new countermeasures to Russia's devastating glide bombs, protecting cities and soldiers alike. These advanced air defense systems, developed under intense pressure, are intercepting threats that once seemed unstoppable, saving countless lives and preserving vital infrastructure. These breakthroughs show Ukraine is not just a recipient of military hardware, but a formidable producer, crafting solutions for its unique battlefield. Every new weapon, every upgraded defense, is a testament to the creativity and resolve of a nation under siege, determined to survive and prevail. For allies, it's proof of resilience and technological progress, a signal that Ukraine is a partner capable of contributing to collective security, not just a beneficiary of aid. The world is watching as Ukraine's defense industry becomes a model for rapid innovation in wartime. For Russia, it's a new strategic headache. Each Ukrainian breakthrough forces a recalibration of tactics and strategy, undermining the sense of superiority that once defined the Kremlin's approach to the conflict. The war is shifting from attrition to innovation, with Ukraine's spirit and ingenuity as its most powerful weapons. On the front lines, soldiers are empowered by technology that gives them an edge, from precision-guided munitions to real-time battlefield intelligence. This is the story of a nation building its own path to victory, one missile and one shield at a time. With every innovation, Ukraine moves closer to securing its future, proving that even in the darkest times, homegrown power can light the way to triumph. Ukraine's push to create advanced weaponry was born from necessity and the limits of foreign aid. Western support, while vital, came with restrictions, especially on striking targets inside Russia. This forced Ukraine to fight defensively and exposed vulnerabilities in logistics and sustainability. Leaders realized true security required a sovereign defense industry, able to produce weapons tailored to the conflict. Engineers and scientists accelerated innovation, developing systems to fill critical gaps and counter Russian tactics. The result, a rapidly growing defense sector, producing homegrown solutions that shift the balance of power and ensure Ukraine's resilience. The Sapsan missile, also known as Hrim-2, stands as Ukraine's crowning military achievement, a testament to years of relentless research, development, and national determination. Designed and built entirely by Ukrainian engineers, Sapsan represents a leap forward in the country's defense capabilities, showcasing not just technological prowess, but also the spirit of a nation under siege. Its unveiling sent shockwaves through military circles, signaling that Ukraine is no longer reliant solely on foreign weaponry to defend its sovereignty. Unlike the US-supplied ATAK-MS, which comes with strict operational restrictions, Sapsan is free from any foreign-imposed limitations. This means Kyiv holds the authority to strike any legitimate target it deems necessary, even those deep inside Russian territory. The ability to act without external approval gives Ukraine a strategic edge, allowing for rapid, decisive responses to evolving threats. This autonomy is crucial in a conflict where timing and unpredictability can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Armed with a massive warhead and capable of reaching hypersonic speeds. Sapsan is engineered to devastate even the most heavily fortified targets. Its advanced guidance systems and sheer velocity make it exceptionally difficult for even the most sophisticated air defense networks to intercept. This combination of power and speed means that critical enemy infrastructure, command centers, and supply depots are now within reach, and at constant risk. With an operational range of up to 500 kilometers, Sapsan can strike deep into enemy territory, putting vital Russian military sites, logistics hubs, and airfields at risk. This extended reach forces Russian commanders to rethink their strategies, relocate assets, and invest heavily in countermeasures, disrupting their operations and stretching their resources thin. The psychological impact of Sapsan's presence is enormous. Russian assets that were once considered untouchable are now vulnerable, creating a sense of uncertainty and fear among enemy ranks. This shift in the balance of power undermines Russian confidence and compels them to operate with increased caution, knowing that nowhere is truly safe. The exact number of Sapsan systems in Ukraine's arsenal remains a closely guarded secret. This deliberate ambiguity adds to the missile's deterrent effect, as adversaries are left guessing about the scale and timing of potential strikes. The mere knowledge that Sapsan exists and could be deployed at any moment serves as a powerful warning to those who would threaten Ukraine's sovereignty. Each successful Sapsan strike not only inflicts tangible damage on enemy forces, but also delivers a significant boost to Ukrainian morale. These victories are celebrated across the nation, inspiring confidence in the military's capabilities and reinforcing the belief that Ukraine can stand strong against aggression. The world watches as Ukraine demonstrates a new level of technological sophistication and battlefield effectiveness. Ultimately, Sapsan is more than just a missile. It has become a symbol of Ukraine's resolve, ingenuity, and unwavering commitment to defending its future. As the conflict continues, Sapsan stands as a beacon of hope and a clear message. Ukraine will not be intimidated, and its spirit cannot be broken. Russia's glide bombs, old Soviet bombs retrofitted with wings and guidance, have become a nightmare for Ukraine. Launched from jets far from the front, these bombs rain destruction on Ukrainian positions and cities. Thousands have been dropped, leveling buildings and exhausting defenders. Intercepting them is possible, but using expensive missiles against cheap bombs is unsustainable. The relentless bombardment has exposed a dangerous gap in Ukraine's defenses. The psychological and physical toll is immense, making a cost-effective solution urgent. Without one, Russia's air superiority threatens to grind down Ukrainian resistance. Ukraine is now testing a top-secret weapon to counter Russia's glide bombs. Details are classified, but sources confirm a new, affordable missile-based system is being deployed. The goal: make it cheaper to defend than to attack, nullifying Russia's advantage. International partners are also contributing, with French anti-bomb drones joining the effort. By combining homegrown and allied tech, Ukraine is building a layered defense to intercept glide bombs before impact. This innovation could save lives, protect infrastructure, and reclaim control of Ukraine's skies. Sapsan missiles and anti-glide bomb tech are reshaping the conflict. Russian command centers, depots, and airbases are now under threat, forcing asset dispersal and complicating logistics. Pulling back resources weakens Russia's front lines, creating new opportunities for Ukraine. Effective anti-glide bomb systems restore confidence and survivability for Ukrainian troops. These weapons boost morale and symbolize progress, while sowing doubt among Russian forces. The psychological shift is as important as the physical one. Ukraine's new arsenal is changing the balance of power, on the battlefield and in the minds of both sides. The war's momentum is shifting toward innovation and resilience. When it comes to countering Russia's formidable air power, experts are unanimous. There's no single, simple solution. Russia's air dominance is the result of years of investment, advanced technology, and a complex network of tactics. Overcoming this challenge requires a comprehensive, multi-pronged approach that adapts to the evolving battlefield. The most effective strategy, according to leading military analysts, is a layered defense. This means not just focusing on one aspect, but targeting Russian jets as they launch deadly glide bombs, intercepting those bombs while they're still in the air, and continuously reinforcing ground-based air defenses. Each layer adds a new obstacle for Russian pilots and planners, making their missions riskier and less effective. The Sapsan missile system, for example, is especially valuable because it can strike deep into enemy territory, hitting air bases and critical support infrastructure. By disrupting Russian sorties at their source, Ukraine can reduce the number of attacks before they even begin, forcing Russia to rethink its tactics and logistics. But technology alone isn't enough. New interceptors and drones must be produced at scale and at a cost that matches the intensity of the conflict. Cheap, easily manufactured systems are essential to counter the sheer volume of Russian attacks, ensuring Ukraine can sustain its defense over the long term. As military analysts point out, you can't win by firing $1 million missile at a $10,000 bomb. Cost-effective solutions are vital. Ukraine must balance firepower with financial sustainability, making every shot count while avoiding unsustainable expenses. International support remains a cornerstone of Ukraine's air defense. Advanced systems, timely intelligence, and steady supplies of equipment from allies are crucial. This global cooperation not only strengthens Ukraine's capabilities, but also sends a powerful message of unity against aggression. Ultimately, victory in the air will depend on a smart blend of homegrown innovation and steadfast allied backing. Ukrainian engineers are rapidly developing new technologies, while allied trainers and strategists help integrate these advances into the broader defense effort. With each successful interception and every new tactic, Ukraine's evolving strategy is gradually turning the tide. The fight for control of the skies is far from over, but Ukraine's determination and adaptability are making a real difference in the battle against Russian air power. Turning prototypes like Sapsan into battlefield game changers requires mass production, no easy feat under fire. Ukraine's defense industry must scale up, despite supply chain challenges and constant Russian attacks. Securing components, building stockpiles, and domesticating production are now top priorities. Dispersed clandestine manufacturing protects facilities but adds complexity. Every new weapon produced is a victory, but true impact depends on numbers. Hundreds of missiles and a nationwide defense network can change the war's character. Ukraine's future defense hinges on transforming innovation into industrial strength. As the year ends, Ukraine's new weapons mark a turning point in the war. These systems embody a spirit of active, creative resistance, proof that Ukraine's resilience is a force for change. Technological independence is now the cornerstone of national security. The path forward combines domestic innovation with steadfast international support. Sapsan gives Ukraine freedom of action, allied aid provides depth and resources. For every Russian challenge, Ukraine is forging a solution. The world's support empowers this spirit of innovation, championing the principle that ingenuity and courage can triumph over tyranny. Ukraine's future is being built, missile by missile, shield by shield, by those determined to defend their freedom.